one shorter act, and then a headliner doing a slightly longer act. This next act is a very special act, and is one of my favorite comedians. Yeah, you guys are learning. Yeah, there is a trend here. But seriously, this one actually is. So this person has kind of followed in my footsteps. We both moved here from America with the same company. It's a tech company, sorry. And she saw that I was doing stand-up comedy too, and she's like, I really want to be like you, so I'm gonna do stand-up. And it's really hard to be like me. I mean, you guys have seen the quality of my jokes, but she's coming along quite nicely. Now, this is a great act from America. She started doing comedy out there. She's continued it over here. I believe she was at the very first Giggles that we did here. She's been a big supporter of the club, popping in all the time, and she's also a rising star in the Irish comedy scene. Please give it up for Raisa Masquet.
Thank you, Bill. Very sweet of you. This was the first place I did an open mic in Dublin, and I thought it was really fitting because in college there was a strip club near me called Giggles. And when the feds invaded it, they became a comedy club called Giggles. So Bill, new business idea. But I am from California, and I've been living in Ireland for 4 years. Thank you. And so far it's been going well. One of my Irish friends told me the other day that I look like an Instagram model who sells cheese made from her own breast milk. I guess they say happy cows come from California. But after living here for 4 years, I have come to understand a few things. Like, first off, there will never be same-day delivery with Amazon. And I have given up on trying to understand where my taxes go. And when an Irish person says to you, "Ah, sure, love, it'll be grand," it won't fucking be grand. You're fucked. And the only thing that is grand is how much you're paying in taxes. But it has been a year of health and wellness for me. And which is good because I come from a medical family. My dad's a doctor, my mom's a nurse, my sister's in medical school, and I tell jokes. But my first thing this year was I became a flexitarian, which, does anyone know what that means? Okay, a few, we have a few. What it means is that 80% of your diet is vegetarian and 20% of your diet involves meat. And what I've discovered is that I approach my diet the same way that I approach men. If the meat is good, I'll take it. Along with that, I recently started going to an acupuncturist. Anyone going to an acupuncturist? Woo? A few? Okay. Well, my acupuncturist has a way of really pricking into you. Because I went in to deal with some neck pain, but now I'm dealing with my inner child, whether or not my mom gave me body image issues, and why I think I need a prick in my life at all times. But we're doing fine. But the one thing that she hasn't been able to help me out with is my issue with always being late for everything. And I call it optimism, but my friends call me an asshole. And the thing about it is that when Google Maps tells me 30 minutes, I interpret it as 15. So what that means is that I hate slow walkers. Fuck them. And some of you are slow walkers in here tonight too. And what I've noticed is there's a few types of slow walkers. There's the old person. And so when you come across the old person, you're like, oh shit, they're old, it's not their fault. They lived a long life, and as you're passing them, you're like, oh my gosh, am I gonna be able to get to that age one day? And then you come across the moms with the prams, and oh, isn't it great? They're procreating, they're putting society forward. And as I'm passing them, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm 32, should I be having kids? Have I lost my chance? And then we get to the worst type of slow walker, the one on their phone. I know, the progressive groan, and they're zigging and zagging, and I'm zigging and zagging the other way, trying to pass them, and as I'm passing them, I realize that the only thing I can commit to in my life is passing slow walkers. And And then I arrive to acupuncture on time, and we add commitment issues to the list. But I have been in a committed relationship for a while now.
Woo!
With my Apple Watch. Who needs a boyfriend when Siri is telling you what to do? I mean, first off, she's always interrupting my conversation. I'll be mid-business meeting and I'll get the, "I'm sorry, I didn't hear that." No one fucking asked. Along with that, I'm constantly getting unsolicited advice. Like if I needed to be reminded to breathe, I wouldn't have been around for the past 32 years. And don't even get me started on how many times she's told me to stand. That's why I'm up here doing stand-up. However, like most great relationships, she understands my love language, which is words of affirmation. Because there's nothing quite like going out, having a few drinks, bringing a strange guy home, getting in your 10K steps before 5 a.m., to wake up to a message from Siri that goes, "Way to go, Raisa. You're crushing your goals for the day." Yes, I am, Siri. Yes, I am. However, I recently came to the realization that I need to end my relationship with Siri because the other day I asked her how I was doing, and she responded with, "Ah, sure, love. It'll be grand." Thank you, everyone. You've been great.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Give it up for Risa. We have one more act tonight.